sir, be merry. You have cause, so have we all of joy. For our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the master of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation. Few in millions can speak like us. Wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him more so.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by he'll strike.
Sir,
One tell.
every grief is entertainment's offered. Comes to the entertainment.
$1.
Dollar comes to him indeed. You have spoken truer than you purposed.
You've taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore,
Why,
my
what a spendthrift is he of his tongue!
I prithee, spare.
well, I have done. There.
He will be talking.
Which of he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The cockerel.
Done. A wager?
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seemed
So
to be
you're paid.
deserted, uninhabitable and almost inaccessible,
Yes.
yet
He could not
it
miss.
must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate wench.
High and settled, as he most learnedly delivered.
The air here breathes upon us most sweetly.
If it had lungs, and rotten ones.
Or as 'twere perfumed by a fen.
Now here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of which there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
The ground indeed is tawny.
With an eye of green ends.
He misses not much.
No, he doth but mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is almost indeed beyond
Many
credit,
about rarities are.
that our garments, being as they were drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
If but one of his pockets could speak, would it not say that he lies?
Ah, you very falsely pocket up his report.
Methinks that our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on in Africa at the wedding of the king's fair daughter Clarabelle to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never before graced with such a paragon to their queen.
Not since Widow Dido's time.
Widow? How came that widow in? Pox on that. Widow Dido.
What if you said widow or nay is too good? Lord, how you take it?
Widow Dido, said you. You make me study of that. She was of Carthage, not of Tunis.
This Tunis, sir, was Carthage.
Carthage?
I assure you, Carthage.
His word is more than the miraculous harp. He hath raised the wall and houses too.
What impossible matter will he make easy next?
I think he'll carry this island home in his pocket and give it his son for an apple.
And sowing kernels of it in the sea, bring forth more islands.
Why, in good time.
Sir, we were talking that our garments are as now as fresh as when we put them on in Tunis at the wedding of your daughter,
And
who
the
is now
rarest,
queen.
and the rarest that e'er came there.
Fate, I beseech you, widow Dido.
Oh, Widow Dido!
It's not my doublet, sir. As fresh as the first day I wore it. I mean, in a sort.
That sort was well fished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You cram these words into my ear against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter, therefore coming thence my son is lost. And in my rate she too, who is so far from midly removed, I ne'er again shall see her. O thou mine heir of Naples and Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water, whose enmity he flung aside, and breasted the surge most swollen that met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, as he oared himself with his good arms and lusty stroke to the shore, that o'er his wave-worn basis bowed as stooping to relieve him. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss that would bless not our Europe with your daughter, but rather loose her to an African, where she at least is banished from your eye, who hath cause to wet the grief on.
Prithee, peace.
You were kneeled to and importuned otherwise by all of us, and the fair soul herself, weighed between loathness and obedience at which end the beam should bow. We've lost your son. I fear forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making than we bring men to comfort them. The fault's your own.
So's the dearest of the loss.
My lord Sebastian, The truth you speak doth lack some gentleness, the time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most originally.
Sir, it is foul weather in us all when you are cloudy.
Foul weather?
Very foul. Blah, 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 blah.
Had I plantation of this isle, my lord,
He'd sought with nettle seeds.
Or docks or mallows.
and were the king on it, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the Commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate, letters would not be known. Riches, poverty, and use of service, none. Contract, succession, born, bound of land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, or corn, or wine, or oil. No occupation. All men idle, all. And women too, but innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet he would be king, aunt.
The latter end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce, without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, knife, sword, pike, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind, all poison, all abundance, to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects?
No, man, all idle, whores and knaves.
I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save his majesty!
Long live Gonzalo.
And, do you mock me, sir?
Prithee, no more, thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen, who are of such nimble lungs that they always use to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who in this kind of merry fooling am nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow there was given.
And it had fallen flat long.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would seize the moon out of her course should she continue 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then go a bat fouling.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warrant you, I would not venture my discretion so weakly. Would you laugh me asleep? For I am very heavy.
Go, sleep, and hear us.
All so soon, asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
We do, my lord. We'll guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of the climate.
Why then doth it not our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together, all as by consent, dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might, oh worthy Sebastian, what might, nay, no more. And yet, methinks I see it in thy face what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks me, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon my head.
What art thou breaking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a sleepy language which thou speakst out of thy sleep. What is it thou didst say? This is a strange repose. To be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, now let thy fortune sleep. Die, rather, winks while thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly, there's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be too, if heed me, which to do troubles the awe.
Well, I am standing water.
I will teach you how to blow.
Do so. To ebb hereditary sloth instructs me.
Oh, if you but knew how you the purpose cherished while thus you mocked it. How in stripping yet you do investigate, having men indeed most often do so near the bottom run by their own fear and sloth.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thine eye and cheek doth proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth indeed which throws thee much to yield.
Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory when he is earth, hath here almost persuade, for he is a spirit of persuasion, only professes to persuade the king's sons alive. 'Tis as impossible that he's undrowned, and he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope he's undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope, what great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high a hope that even ambition cannot be so wing beyond without discovery there. Will you grant me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She that is queen of Tunis, she that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life, she that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were post. The man in the moon's too slow, till newborn chins be rough and razorable, she that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by that destiny to perform an act whereof what's past is prologue, what to come in yours and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true. My brother's daughter is queen of Tunis. So is she heir of Naples, twixt which regions there is some space.